Here's a story of a man named Crazy
Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
and his fed-up fiancée
You can't do that. You can't walk around stepping on people.
with a story of her own.
My ex is the best man
Like on my wedding, I shaved everything.
on my list.
But all Christina wants is for this wedding to shine.
You can't polish a turd.
Oh no? Have you met Jane Dayus Hinch?
I don't know if they're a comedy act or Dumb and Dumber.
But can our wedding goddess turn this lump of coal into a diamond?
This could be a very toe-curling day.
Are you supposed to be making phone calls? Like,
Well,
what are you doing here?
Relieving some stress. That's what I'm here for.
Christina's whining muscles are getting a good stretch, thanks to her groom-to-be, Chris.
He's really sneaky about going to the gym. He thinks he's fat. And he'll go for 5 hours and then go, oh, I just got off work. No, you did not. I know you were in the gym because I just talked to your boss.
I'm vain as hell. You never know it, huh?
And since their wedding is just 11 days away, their stress levels are off the charts.
She rolls her eyes a lot and shakes her head.
Chris has done no wedding planning at all.
If I got too many choices, I'll be stuck like Chuck. I'll be, duh, okay, Louie, which way to go?
He plays it dumb so that he can get out of doing stuff.
Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, you know what I'm saying?
No, sadly, no one knows what you're saying, Chris. Maybe it's because you're from the South?
We met on a cruise to the Mexican Riviera. My jaw just went, damn, look at that.
And all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I've like totally fallen for this guy and he lives in Arizona. This is ridiculous.
I quit my job and moved up here.
Where Chris inherited a lot more than a passport.
My daughter's 8 and she's my flower girl.
And so Christina's past life is very present in more ways than one.
My best man is her ex-husband. Yeah, interesting dynamics, huh?
Just a little.
They love each other. It's like I dated the same man twice.
Wow, that's normal. And guess who's standing up for Christina at the altar?
His wife is my matron of honor.
Yeah, go figure that one out.
But Christina can't figure this one out.
Something as simple as getting a wedding license, I had to actually look it up because I had no idea where to go. I'm totally overwhelmed. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing at this point.
And G.I. Vane is shirking his company duties.
My role is just to follow orders, like I used to do in the service.
I'm just like,
I was an Army brat. My father was in the service.
do you have your list?
And to top it off, Christina still doesn't know who's coming to this wedding.
I am not expecting anyone from his family because I've got no RSVPs yet.
I'm pretty sure that they're not coming.
Well, pretty sure and not coming are two different things.
I'm not gonna be like behind them with the gun, send in your invitation.
Well, Chris, I can't do anything else on my list until I have this list.
Why don't you just back up off me so I can try to be part of the solution?
It's pretty stressful not knowing. It makes it really hard for me to do anything past the invitations, like seating people. I need people called, emailed.
Please try your call again later.
Messenger pigeon, I don't care. I need answers. If I don't get an answer this week, they're not coming. That's it.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And Chris is hoping for an answer from one special guest.
Well, I got a twin brother,
I know, there's two of them.
and I don't know whether he's gonna make it or not because he's flaky too.
Flaky? Come on, you! But so far, it's been mission impossible tracking him down.
The number you have reached is not in service.
It's supposed to be the happiest day of my life, and it's turning into be. You know, one day is really causing a lot of grief.
Well, international wedding fairy godmother Jane Dayus Hinch will work her magic to lessen the grief of this wedding. And her couple's on Jane like Viva Glam Red on her pinky.
Sorry I can't shake hands. Is it that desperate?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And yet how fitting for Chris that they're here because he has some serious concerns for his part in the wedding.
Chris wants to go in and get a facial, a massage, a manicure.
And that's not all.
I kind of want to go to the tanning booth, you know?
Help.
Vanity, insanity.
Yes, it is.
So after Jane recovers from the shock, she uncovers Christina's deepest fears.
Well, my main concerns are obviously getting the people places to stay, the RSVPs, the numbers.
The best thing I can do is stay out of the way because every time I try to help her out, it just goes horribly, horribly wrong.
What I need to do now is write up a plan. I don't like surprises. Anything that you think I need to know, tell me.
The best man is her ex-husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
Well, since Jane's nails are dry and her pen is wet, it's now the couple who'll be seeing red.
Holy moly. Okay. It's crunch time.
I'm kind of feeling like the cat that caught the mouse. I'm kind of like, yeah. I told you. Now you're hearing it, aren't you?
And Jane's words of wisdom start with the importance of final wedding numbers.
How do you magically get this number? Well, it's making phone calls, it's texting people, it's emailing people, it's chasing them up. But in your mind, you have to have a deadline. Even with, like, your brother. Are you coming to my wedding? Put it back on him.
I realize now that I just can't take no for an answer.
It'll make your life easier.
Yeah.
With me on board, okay, I'll crack the whip.
That's cool.
But I need to have commitment from both of you to say, we're gonna do this. Has this been a wake-up call for you?
Yeah, it has been. I mean, it wasn't just one of those little alarm clocks. It's a really loud, obnoxious, you know?
As you know, I'm your fairy godmother. And I can give you 3 wishes.
Nice.
And Chris, I think you need all the help you can get.
They've been saying that for years.
It's a Jane wedding. We don't do any winging it.
I know that if he won't listen to me, he's gonna listen to her. Because he has this thing with authority figures.
You're on a mission.
I'm on a mission. I'm focused.
She's got 13 things to do. I've got 6. And I feel overwhelmed? God bless you, girl.
You better do your 6.
I will.
With just 9 days before the big day, bodies are starting to pile up in their 600-square-foot cave.
Most of my family's from out of town as well. So in terms of putting people up here, I'm gonna have, like, people on the floor.
And Chris would prefer Christina's out-of-town guests to be out of sight.
Look at that, look.
We need to find a place for them.
Where else are we gonna put them?
You know what? We could put a pillow and a blanket in a bathtub. I want to show you what it looks like with 8 bodies all around here. Here's your cousin right here.
I'm assuming that's one of your relatives.
You get the picture?
You're nuts.
And squirrely, but he does have a point.
You know, we got 1 bathroom, 3 women. We gotta do something.
And hotels won't cut it because Christina doesn't want her out-of-town guests to be out of pocket.
What are we gonna do?
Hello?
They really need some help, like, now.
I have a very unusual, but very workable idea.
So while Jane works out her mysterious plan, Chris revisits his missing clan.
Hey, man, I was just trying to touch base with you and see if you guys are gonna be able to make it for the wedding.
Right now, it looks like no.
No? Oh, okay. How about Lauren? Can she make it, or she's probably not gonna be able to make it either, huh?
No, not right now.
Okay, talk to you later.
All right, Chris.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That probably pretty much tells me that all the rest of these guys, anybody that's on this list that are all relatives right here, we can scratch them out. They're not gonna come.
But then it's hot pursuit of his twin brother Alan, who's gone MIA.
See, he was gonna be my best man, but he's kind of elusive.
Ah, what's up?
Mission accomplished.
Ha, that's my boy. Listen, man, I'm glad, man. I'm happy that you're coming. I love you, bro. It really means a lot that my twin brother's coming.
And it means even more to Chris because both of his parents have passed away. But now, there's another problem.
You didn't actually tell your brother he wasn't the best man, did you?
No, I didn't tell him he wasn't the best man. I didn't even know if he was gonna show up.
Uh-oh, Chris, are you in trouble?
So now you have 2 best men. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Because you can't tell Manny
No.
he's not now. You can't do that. You can't walk around stepping on people like that. You were too scared to tell your brother or anything, so you didn't. Now you've got a big mess and you don't want to deal with it.
I have 1 family member gonna make it here. 1. That's it, okay? And that family member is gonna be a part of the wedding. I'm gonna take care of it. That's
Then
it.
take care of it.
I'm gonna take care of it.
Then take care of it.
Thank you. Next. Tell you something, man. It's hard to keep my mouth shut sometimes, man. The more I open up my mouth, the more I get myself in trouble, man.
You think? So the next day, with only 6 days to go, Chris tries to come clean with the other best man, AKA Christina's ex-husband.
Is there any advice you can give me about the wedding?
Women ain't really too cool on the hairy, bushy back stuff.
Yeah, we're not talking about that kind of clean.
You know that they got spas. I mean, they give you facials. They'll suck stuff out of your face from 1962.
You trim the nose and...
Yeah, like on my wedding, I shaved everything.
Wow, that's a pretty picture. Chris, anything else you want to exfoliate?
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired. Yeah.
Great. Way to dodge that best man thingy.
I do have a piece of advice. You need to figure out on the day of your wedding to be the perfect gentleman.
Sounds like I need to go to charm school or something.
Chris definitely needs something, all right. That would be Jane.
Chris wants to be made into a gentleman. This could be a very toe-curling day.
It's like polishing a turd.
Uh-huh. And something of that sort is going to hit the fan when Christina hears you hijack the second wish.
It's unbelievable. You just basically went dum-de-dum-de-dum. Everybody else can have their life. It's not my problem. I'm supposed to be the vain one.
So with just 5 days to go, Jane seeks out assistance, because this Eliza Doolittle is a doozy.
Brought in David from Hugo Boss at Harry Rosen. He's an expert in polishing off the rough edges.
If I can be honest with him, because I can be kind of rude, if you know what I mean.
You have to be cruel to be kind.
Hi, Jane. Sorry for that. His walk reminded me very strong after the first human beings on this earth.
I think the only thing that was lacking was the white socks.
And with that great start, Jane's ultimate groom charm school commences.
Where should we start?
To make you really presentable for your wedding, we have to get rid of your beard.
My goatee's gotta go?
So let's have a look at the nails. Oh.
The nails were more than horrible.
It's not sissy stuff. Men should look after their nails. If you were to sit in a chair, see the difference?
Yeah.
Great if you're watching the game.
When you sit down with a straight back, you gain up to 15 centimeters.
Have you heard the expression that all brides want to be a princess?
If she needs to stand up, take care of the chair.
You're going, okay?
So I don't grab her like under the pull her off.
And please refill before she asks for.
Refill her stuff before she asks for it.
It's not her stuff, it's her beverage.
Oh, okay.
He will become a gentleman.
That's one giant leap for Chris and one small step for gentlemankind.
I'm gonna dress you from head to toe. Here we have a handmade suit, completely out of pure silk. Here it's more like a second skin.
Chris, are you ready? Oh, wow, you look amazing. What a transformation.
I love it. I love it.
And Simon Cowell, David's vote?
Much better than in the beginning.
But we're still not quite finished. We've still got a little polishing up to do.
So while Jane assembles the tool necessary to finish the Chris catharsis, he's finally going mano-y-mano with Manny about the best man blunder.
Now that Alan's coming, what do you feel? I mean, there's gonna be two best men. How does that make you feel, man?
Two best men? Chris, think about it. We're gonna be at the altar. Christina's gonna be up there with 3 men.
Yeah. Not so much.
Then you can make a decision, my brother.
With only 2 days to go, Christina's got the bridal blues.
The matron of honor has changed because Manny and Laura got separated.
Oh, I'm just having horrendous nightmares.
I am a little frustrated.
And there's double trouble.
Laura was supposed to sing a song that was his mother's song, and now she's not.
Oh, really?
She agreed to sing Evergreen, which is a song by Barbra Streisand. It was their song, and it was very meaningful for my brothers and I. It's a big letdown because I was going to be part of the ceremony.
And she's definitely not coming.
No, she's not.
That's a shame.
I'm at a bit of a loss. I really don't know what to do. Maybe you can help us.
Is this a wish?
It's up to you.
Okay.
I know if they could be here, they would be here. I know they'll be there in spirit anyway.
But before Jane can get to work on Chris's heartfelt wish, she still has his metamorphosis to complete. And it helps that she can get him a spot at the most exclusive men's spa in the city.
So sit back and enjoy.
First, the claws.
I find myself going like,
And then the fur.
holy, I look
Younger.
respectable, younger.
Chris is very concerned about being considered middle-aged.
And then more fur.
Ooh, dang.
And then it's all about his hide.
A golden glow all over.
Standing in my skivvies getting painted. And that was uncomfortable for me.
The tanning is a bit over the top, but if it gives him confidence, let's do it. So what do you think?
Wow. I think he looks more polished and maybe even a little younger.
He's going to be the perfect groom, perfect gentleman. So is this wish granted?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've just got to stay on top of this, haven't I, on the wedding day? Just keep him in check, like his mother would.
But the next day, it's time for Jane to roll out another surprise for the couple.
They wanted their guests to be close and comfortable. Well, they're going to be close and very comfortable. Hello?
Oh, my God.
Just a little something I parked on the drive.
Wow, look at that.
Mobile hotel.
Oh, my God.
Damn, it's got a couch in here. It's got a
Holy
lazy boy.
crap.
Hey, this is nicer.
insane.
This is nicer than our place.
Can we stay in here?
These nice-
Have a seat. I have a friend, Andrew, who has the top-of-the-range, most exquisite and exclusive recreational vehicles. You ready for this?
Oh, dang, it's getting bigger.
Now you've got room for 6 extra guests.
We're staying in here. They're staying in there.
This pulls out into a bed for 2. This can also be.
Oh, here?
Yes.
Goes into a
Another
bed
2.
for 2?
Yeah.
Holy, okay, there's 2, 4.
And the best is at the back.
Wow.
You love it?
Yeah, I do. That's incredible.
Is this wish granted then?
Yes,
Yeah,
this wish is
absolutely.
granted.
You got skills.
More than you'll ever know.
Easy, Tiger.
I think I'm blushing right now.
Well, that's helpful because now at least we'll be able to tell him apart from the best man. Enter Chris 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Hello.
Hi. This is my
Okay.
twin brother, Alan.
When the RVs are rocking, don't come over.
No, I just said that.
I don't know if they're a comedy act or Dumb and Dumber.
But since this baby can only hold one best man, Chris found a compromise for Manny.
You're going to be the MC.
You've entered the Twilight Zone.
Have you MC'd a wedding before?
Well, I don't know if it's, no, not really.
That's swell. But enough with the uncivilized civilians, because Jane's got some real men to deal with.
I'm personal friends with one of the guards from the Governor General's Horse Guards. The bridegroom would like to make a tribute to his parents who are deceased. He is ex-army, so was his father. Of course, who else would I think of but my gorgeous boys in blue?
And right on cue, Jane throws herself fully into the job. For professional reasons, of course.
Oh, oh, oh! Oh, dear, it's a bit warm in here, isn't it? Total respect. So now I know what needs to be done. This tribute to his father, I think, is going to blow Chris away. You want to see a man cry, and it won't be just his wedding.
What do you do with a wedding running off the tracks because the groom is more of a bride than the bride herself?
I'm vain as hell.
Jane Dayus Hinch gave them 3 wishes to get their wedding back on track. For wish 1, get those out-of-town guests out of sight.
This is nicer than our place.
Can we stay in here?
Wish 2, transform an ape man to a gentleman.
The only thing that was lacking was the white socks.
And for wish 3, plan a surprise tribute to Chris's deceased parents. Today's the wedding day, and it's time to get this van a-rockin'. Ooh, guess Chris and Christina prefer the new digs.
Did Chris and Christina have a pre-honeymoon in the RV? Too much information.
But finally, Sergeant Cookie Pants stands at attention and rallies his troops.
Wake up, guys. Wedding day.
But Christina hits the snooze button. Just a few more minutes.
It's her day, and I'm gonna do the best to be the best gentleman I could possibly be.
But Jane can only work with what she's got, and later, with just an hour before the wedding,
Where's Chris?
she's got to find the groom.
I'll go and have a look.
Because it looks like our soldier boy has gone AWOL. But at least she's got coordinates for her bride,
Isn't that fabulous?
the new maid of honor, and the flower girl.
You look beautiful. How do you feel? Fine.
Unfortunately, all is not fine because Christina's jewelry is stuck in traffic.
I wanted to be the one to tell you because nobody else wanted to come down and tell you.
So Jane gives the bride something borrowed.
Jane. Now,
You've been amazing.
But now can Jane solve the case of the missing groom? Sorry, Jane, it's too early for a gin and tonic. Have no fear, Jane always gets her man.
you're right.
Yeah.
What hit you then?
I was just thinking of my mother and stuff. She would be proud of me, right?
She would be so proud of you. And actually, they're here.
Yeah, I know.
Of course you know. I was so surprised at Chris. The nerves were showing. The emotion was coming through every fibre of that suit. It's a roller coaster of emotions, wedding days, and you've got to ride it.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You all right now?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Is my mascara red?
And hopefully the tears don't streak the tan because now he's ready for his final marching orders.
I, Chris, take you, Christina, to be my wife.
I, Christina, take you, Chris, to be my husband.
And I promise to love you always.
I declare that you are husband and wife together, and may your love be strong and true. Chris, kiss your wife.
The ceremony was beautiful. I think there were a few tears. Well, quite a lot of tears, actually.
But Jane isn't about to let the well dry up just yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the officers of the Governor General's Horse Guards. Quick march! Inward turn. Would you please welcome and receive Mr. and Mrs. Chris Dygan for Arch. What an entrance was that. So as a fitting tribute to his parents, and was it a bit of a surprise, Chris?
Yeah.
I invited the Governor General's Horse Guards officers here today to grant his wish of having this, the most fitting and memorable tribute. Carry swords. So if you'd like to make your way to the head table. Officers, dismiss. Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Chris was stunned.
That was phenomenal. Thank you so much. That was something I've always wanted too, because when I was in the service, I always seen when people got married with the crossed swords and everything, and that always is just so sharp. My father was buried by an honor guard, and there's, if that doesn't choke you up, then nothing will, you know? And God bless you guys, God bless your service.
And with that, Jane's work is done.
Jane's been fantastic. She definitely granted our 3 wishes. It was amazing. Chris has totally been a gentleman, actually. He's been fantastic. Moving the seat, opening the doors. He's been better than normal.
I've never seen him act more refined, and I'm really proud.
When Chris put his suit on, he became the gentleman of the day.
I didn't know whether to cry or crap, to be honest.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh well, it was good while it lasted.
Form, arch. Oh, up. I'm going to take my own nose off. I'm glad I'm doing this before a gin and tonic. Carry swords. 6 men in uniform, and I'm giving the orders. Heaven. Dismiss.